Hey, to you, brothers and sisters. Today we're gonna talk about codified knowledge in the Edda, both of them. People only begin to suspect the layers of knowledge hidden in this book. Don't get me wrong, I don't treat the Edda like some kind of a scripture type attitude, like the Hindus have for the Bhagavad Gita, uh, Quran for the Muslims, or the Bible for the Christians. No, here we speak about actual myths that were passed from mouth to mouth, from ear to mouth, and whichever so. For a couple of a long time, Lore was lost, was noted down by people that maybe were not even initiates. But some segments of this knowledge is still true from the actual pure Lore. To identify those takes a bit of time, takes a bit of, and you need a developed taste for it. Actually, for example, modern practitioners like to meditate with just one rune at a time when they are beginners or not. But the old rune masters never meditated with one rune at a time. This is like a very childish modern practice that they do. Uh, the runes sing together in everything we do, in everything we say, and a prayer. Sometimes a prayer set in a very deep level. It is a rune. There are runic prayers that can be said. So do not underestimate the power of the prayer set to a certain aspect of God, like to pray to Freyr for increased vital energy. Don't underestimate prayer, the power of prayer. Because the only true action that was said in the Eddas, in the prose Eddas, regarding in the prose, the actions that you can have, the relationship that you can have with the gods is through prayer. People pray to that and that aspect. But what does prayer really mean in this thing? I mean, prayer is not a Christian concept, guys. Come on. Prayer is universal. All the religions and paths have it. So a runic practitioner should pray a lot. I kid you not. A runic practitioner state of mind and heart needs to be of prayer. I don't go judgmental here, but people posting and posing, and it's a big pose. Like they pose as Vikings, Nordic dudes, Nordic chicks, smart quotes from all kinds of movies and whatnot, making like a hunt for validation type of bullshit. No, no. We are speaking here about the actual religion. So the first thing that you should learn how to do on the runic path is to pray. And you need to pray to Odin for wisdom. What does that mean? To pray to Odin for wisdom can bring a lot of insight. Like the insight I had when I realized that the many events behind the names that were lost to the actual lore, you know, I put two and two together and that I realized some lore hidden behind the divine names, let's say, during a prayer session. But even when you do Tiseta outside at the crossroads at the night or around the mounds, which is called something else, that's a very passive form of prayer. You pray and you wait for the ancestor or the ancestor God to come and give you wisdom. But what will you give in return? That's the idea. I mean, Why would Odin even need something in return? Because he's also an entity, guys. You don't treat Odin like some cartoon character, guys. Oh, I pray to Odin for wisdom. Do you know the guy personally? Have you met him? I mean, if someone comes to your door right now and asks for money, would you give it to him? This is how modern people are. No. You need to make acquaintance with the God. And what do you do when you come at someone's place? You bring a gift. You don't ask for something, you bring a gift. So, yeah, the first gesture that we should do towards Odin is gifting him something that is valuable to us and should be valuable to him too. You should treat Odin like a real person at this point. So, bring him a gift, pray. Don't go all bullshit on him with meditating on his rune and all kinds of childish things like this. Really connect with the entity. See how that goes for you a bit. You know, he's the father. He's the access point towards all the other gods. To be honest, you know. And also, don't exaggerate praying to only one god because you miss out a lot. Also, this is more like a form of henotheism rather than polytheism. But I will not get there too deep. So, definitely using his divine names during prayer helps because you recognize somehow, you address him by his proper name. His proper name is key that unlocks the door to a certain spiritual power that awaits you if you have made the exchange. So you cannot oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna work with this divine name, and I'm not gonna give nothing in return for whatever happens. No, you always need to give something in return. But that something in return can be a gesture that is communicated to you in Utiseta, or that gesture is communicated to you in dreams, or that gesture is communicated to you in clairvoyant states. Some guidance here can help, guys. Come on. I mean, I know for sure that some guidance helps. People underestimate the power of prayer. I don't. Once you have established a high level of connection with a certain deity, that's it. You are his body now, whatever that means, whatever that means. Anyhow, um, but you know how they say, tell me who your friends are so I can tell you who you are. But if you befriend an entire pantheon, things will work out for you. Not in the way you want, but they will work out. So I'm saying, codify knowledge in the Edda, my ass. First of all, pray and learn how to simply sit in peace and quiet. And then, if the gods want, they will pull out the veil from above from on your eyes. And then the decodification process of the knowledge in the Edda happens not because you've been a smart ass and have proven to the world what a great occultist or what a great academician or what a great thing you are, but rather the decodification of the Edda is a product of your life relationship with the gods behind it, rather than an intellectual effort. I've never seen the process of me reading the Edda, decodifying it as an intellectual thing. I always wanted to look beyond it. fully aware of the corruption of the Edda, fully aware of the infiltrations in the Edda, fully aware of the fact that Dolore has reached us maybe in intended, very highly corrupted manners. Who knows? Maybe even the Ragnarok definitely has the Ragnarok of Voluspa definitely has some infiltrations there towards the end. You guys know it. But so the corruption has eaten a lot of it. But learning how to pray. How should you guys pray when it comes to Odin? Well, so first of all, if you pray, you need to have a gift. You cannot like just, hey, dude, give me some blessings. No, that's childish. You can annoy the gods here. In this tradition, you can annoy the gods. So prepare a gift that is on pair with your prayer. Yeah, but someone can say, man, you know, maybe I want to pray daily. Should I do a gift daily? No. But then it's not a prayer anymore. You need to call it contemplation. So we have prayers and we have contemplation. Contemplation of self and using the blessings that you have obtained in prayer so you can further on the contemplation of self. That's a good one. So contemplation and prayer are actually left and right hands of the situation, you know. Anyhow, yeah. So the codified language needs to has only one key to unlock it. Your direct experience with the tradition. And when knowledge, the myth of poetry, starts to flow in your blood, you can then read the Edda in your own blood. And you can then read the Edda in various names of deities. Many hidden stories. A lot of hidden lore is to be found in the actual names, you know? So, yeah, uh, at the end of the day, uh, thank you for giving yourself some time to watch about this. We are definitely teaching this on a weekly basis in our guild/clan. If you have like a humble attitude, don't you are missing out. If you like are in love with the runes, you're missing out big time. But your own ego doesn't allow you. So your own ego is responsible for you missing out on knowledge. Oh, what's up, Robert? Nice to have you here, man. Welcome back. Yeah, so this is it for today, brothers and sisters. Hear you next time. Hey.